Are you feeling stuck? Like no matter how hard you try, life just keeps throwing obstacles in your path. And it feels like you're getting nowhere? You're not alone. In fact, I've been there myself for 75 plus years. I struggled with the very same challenges you're facing right now. But here's the good news. I'm going to share with you the key lesson I finally learned after decades of frustration. The truth is, it doesn't have to be this way. You have the power to overcome what feels impossible. And I'm going to help you understand how. What I'm about to tell you may not solve everything overnight. But if you take action on these ideas, they will change your life. Today, you'll learn about the mental shifts that will move you forward, the practical steps that will help you take control of your situation, and how to stay on track even when the world seems against you. We're going to dive into real solutions that work. And I want you to walk away feeling empowered, motivated, and ready to take action. In this conversation, I'll guide you through the common struggles people face, especially when things seem like they're never going to improve. You'll see how to break free from negative patterns. Shift your mindset to one that fosters growth, and take actionable steps toward a more fulfilling life. So, let's get started with the one thing I want you to take away from this today. Change starts with you. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a cycle of frustration? The kind where no matter what you do, things just don't seem to move in your favor. It could be with your career, your relationships, or even your personal well-being. The truth is, life throws obstacles at us all the time, challenges that can make us feel overwhelmed, defeated, or like we're not making any progress. But that's not the whole story. I know exactly what that feels like because I've lived it. For many years, I thought that success, happiness, and fulfillment were things that were just out of reach for me. I was constantly battling self-doubt, fear of failure, and the belief that no matter how hard I tried, I wasn't good enough. There were days when I wanted to give up entirely. But here's the thing. I finally figured out that there's a way out of that struggle. I wish I had known it sooner. But better late than never. Right. The first thing I want you to understand is that feeling stuck isn't something to be ashamed of. Everyone goes through periods of doubt and struggle. It's not a sign of weakness. It's part of the human experience. But what makes a difference is what you choose to do with that feeling. Do you let it define you? Or do you use it as fuel to make the changes necessary to move forward? Now, I know it can be hard to think that things can improve when you're in the midst of a struggle. But trust me, change is possible. What took me over 7 decades to understand is that the first step to creating change in your life is changing the way you think about the challenges you face. It's all about shifting your mindset. For so many years, I believed that my struggles defined me, that I was stuck in this never-ending loop of defeat. But one day, I had a realization. I was the one holding myself back. It wasn't the world. It wasn't other people. It was me. And it was the way I was choosing to perceive everything. Once I started to realize that I had the power to change my perspective, everything began to shift. Let's break down the problem a little more so you can understand exactly what might be going on in your life. One of the biggest reasons we get stuck is that we're overwhelmed by the sheer amount of obstacles in front of us. It's easy to look at all of the things that aren't working and feel like there's no way out. For instance, you might be facing challenges at work. Maybe you feel like no matter how much effort you put in, you're just not moving forward. Perhaps you're dealing with personal struggles, like maintaining meaningful relationships or overcoming negative self-talk. Or maybe you're simply stuck in a rut, unable to break free from bad habits or thought patterns that keep you in place. The truth is, life can feel relentless, but I want you to hear this clearly. You are not powerless in your situation. Your challenges are not the end of story, they are just part of the journey. And just like I had to learn, you can navigate through them. But what happens if you don't address the problem? If you allow yourself to remain stuck, ignoring the signs of stress, burnout, or frustration, the consequences can be severe. You might experience deeper dissatisfaction in your work or personal life. Your mental health could start to decline. Perhaps your relationships begin to deteriorate because you're so focused on your own struggles that you lose sight of the connection you have with others. And if you continue down that path, you might find that the years have passed by, and you're left with regret over missed opportunities or unfulfilled potential. Here's where it gets real. If you don't take control now, you might wake up years from now still stuck in the same place. You don't want that, and neither do I. So, what can you do about it? Let me show you a powerful mindset shift that I wish I had known earlier in life. The shift is this: you have the ability to change your circumstances. It's not about waiting for things to get better on their own. It's about taking proactive steps to change how you view your struggles and how you react to them. One of the first steps is learning to embrace failure not as something that defeats you, but as a lesson that moves you forward. It took me so long to accept that failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of the process. Every time you fail, you learn something valuable. So, instead of fearing failure, you can see it as an opportunity for growth. Now, let's break this down into actionable steps. First, you need to identify the limiting beliefs that have been holding you back. These beliefs could be things like, I'm not good enough, I'm too old to make a change, or success is for other people, not me. These beliefs are deeply ingrained, but they're not facts. They're just stories you've told yourself over time, and they can be rewritten. Next, practice mindfulness. Start each day with a few minutes of quiet reflection. It could be a simple meditation or just a moment to focus on your breath. This helps you center yourself and create space for a mindset shift. Set small, achievable goals. Instead of focusing on everything that needs to change, break it down into smaller tasks. This helps you stay motivated and gives you a sense of accomplishment, even on the tough days. And most importantly, celebrate each win. No matter how small, every step forward is a victory. It's normal to encounter obstacles along the way. As you try to make changes, you might face resistance from within your self-doubts, fears, and even your old habits might try to pull you back into your comfort zone. But you can overcome these obstacles. You can push through the discomfort, knowing that it's a necessary part of the journey. One of the most powerful ways to stay motivated is to surround yourself with people who encourage and support you. Whether it's friends, family, or a mentor, having a support system can make all the difference. They remind you of your strength when you forget, and they help you stay focused on the bigger picture. Think about some of the people you admire, those who have achieved great things in life. Did they do it without facing obstacles? Of course not. They encountered fear, doubt, and setbacks. But they chose to keep going, and you can do the same. Every obstacle you face is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you're stronger than you think. Take a moment to think about how these solutions can apply to your own life. Visualize yourself implementing these steps, overcoming obstacles, and achieving your goals. The key is to take consistent action. Don't wait for the perfect time. The best time to start is right now. The next part of your journey is about maintaining the momentum. Once you've made changes, it's important to keep going. You'll face new challenges. But remember that growth is a lifelong journey. There's no final destination, only continuous improvement. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small, and keep pushing forward. Along the way, be mindful of burnout. You don't have to do it all at once. It's okay to take breaks. Practice self-care and find balance. Burnout can happen when we push ourselves too hard, and we forget that progress is not just about working harder, it's about working smarter. So, how do you sustain progress over time? Start by setting aside time for reflection and recalibration. Regularly check in with yourself. Are you on track? Do you need to adjust your goals? Celebrate the progress you've made and use it as fuel to keep going. Let's break down the key themes and messages in detail. 1. You have everything you need to succeed. This opening statement is meant to instill confidence in the reader. It's a reminder that success doesn't require external circumstances to change first. The tools and abilities to achieve your goals are already within you. This could include your knowledge, experience, talents, and internal drive. It is an affirmation that you have the resources you need to move forward. Often without realizing it, it sets a positive, optimistic tone by suggesting that success is already accessible, and it's simply a matter of tapping into your potential. 2. The tools are in your hands. Here, the idea is that you are in control of your destiny. Tools can represent anything that helps you progress, whether they are practical skills, mental frameworks, emotional intelligence, or the mindset necessary to achieve your goals. This emphasizes empowerment, the belief that you are not dependent on outside factors to dictate your success. It implies that by utilizing the right tools, you can achieve the changes you desire. 3. Change starts with you. This phrase underscores the importance of personal responsibility and initiative. It suggests that before expecting external factors to change, the first step is to change from within. Personal growth and change begin with making the decision to transform, acknowledging that your attitude, actions, and mindset influence your life's outcomes, rather than waiting for someone or something else to motivate or push you. The message encourages self-starting, taking the first step toward personal improvement. 4. Shift your mindset. Take small steps. Embrace failure, and stay committed to your growth. This sentence provides a practical roadmap for how to achieve personal growth. Shift your mindset. Transformation starts with your thoughts. A growth mindset, the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed over time, is crucial. This contrasts with a fixed mindset, where people believe their talents are innate and unchangeable. Shifting to a mindset that sees challenges as opportunities for learning rather than obstacles fosters resilience. Take small steps. Change doesn't need to happen all at once. Instead of being overwhelmed by large goals, the focus here is on making progress incrementally. Small, consistent actions lead to large outcomes. The idea is to start with manageable tasks that allow for gradual improvement, reducing the fear of failure and burnout that can arise from attempting to make sweeping changes. Embrace failure. Failure is framed as an essential part of the process, rather than seeing it as a setback. The text encourages embracing it as a learning opportunity. Every failure is a chance to refine your approach, learn from your mistakes, and grow stronger. It challenges the common fear of failure and repositions it as a necessary experience in any worthwhile journey of growth. Stay committed to your growth. Personal development is a long-term journey. This part of the message is about persistence and resilience, even when things feel tough or the progress is slow. Remaining dedicated to your growth ensures you keep moving forward. Commitment is about not giving up when faced with challenges. 5. And when you encounter setbacks, remember that you are not alone here. The text provides reassurance during difficult times. Setbacks are inevitable, but they don't mean failure. They're simply a part of the process. The idea that you are not alone emphasizes the universality of struggle. Many people experience setbacks on their journey, and just because something doesn't work out as planned, it doesn't mean you're failing. There's a collective experience of perseverance in the face of adversity. And remembering this can help combat feelings of isolation or discouragement. 6. Others have been through it, and you can overcome it too. This is an encouragement to keep going. It draws attention to the fact that many people before you have faced challenges and have successfully overcome them. You are part of a broader community of individuals who have struggled, learned, and emerged victorious. This reinforces the message of hope and resilience, suggesting that your current challenges are temporary and surmountable, just as others have navigated their difficulties. It instills a sense of shared human experience and perseverance. Now, I want you to do something powerful. Take a deep breath and commit to one small action today. The journey may not be easy, but you are capable, and the rewards, they will be worth every step.